Okay, take two. I am drenched. I was out there assisting some things that needed some serious help. Like I said, some people probably are wishing for rain. It's always like that. It's either too much rain or not enough rain. Um, It's the way it goes. So, let's go take a look at what I've done. I cut back, pruned back the mammoth pumpkins, and so the marigolds will get some sun now, and it's not going to hurt them any. Actually, it will help them. And actually, you can see where there will be pumpkins. And I took some stakes, just and some twine, and ran this along here in case we get, because we're supposed to get rain, I guess, for the next 5 days. So I had to do something to help support this until the ground gets hard and the sun comes out, and that's gonna work. For now, do what you can. That's basically life. You get thrown lemons and you make lemonade. Ingenuity. So that's what I did to help the corn when I shut the camera off. I ran that twine around to keep it from completely falling down, and I trimmed back the mammoth pumpkins so that the flowers could get sun, and actually it'll help in the fruit growth, actually, believe it or not. I went ahead and made some more space by kind of just moving the potato plants over. As you can see, it does look like a pathway now. And I actually am going to remember what I planted this time. I made a certain note. But by this rosemary, in between the rosemary, I planted the kale. And in between the thyme, or not the thyme, the tarragon, I planted the chard. And I changed my mind and I planted lettuce around the pepper plants. And I'm going to do the radishes in back with the other radishes. And I just kind of cleaned up back up here, as you can see from just a little bit ago, in the pouring rain, because it started pouring actually. I can wring my clothes out. See, I'm drenched right now, and I propped I had to tie this up because I went ahead and let this start seeding so I could have seeds for my cilantro next year. And I'm doing that with that plant right over there, that basil. Because, why buy seeds when you don't have to? I haven't taken you out back yet, so that's what we'll do. And then I'm going to get in some dry clothes. Now would be a great time to pull weeds, which I have been, because they come out so easy. But they're loving all this rain. I mean, they're thriving, just absolutely thriving. Have an abundance of weeds and not a whole lot of sun. But I'm finally getting fruit on my tomato plants. Fruit. Yay! That's the romaines. And then we got cherries on this side, and then on the other side we got the bigger sized tomatoes. And I'm starting to train them to come out of there, so, and they're starting to grow up the trellis. The eggplant's getting tall. I've never grown this kind of eggplant. I've grown Japanese eggplant before. They're real long and skinny, and these are the big fat ones. I need to go online and find a method of making chamomile tea. All the little petals well, I guess they're just kind of folded down. They haven't fallen off on this one. I suppose from lack of sun, or I don't know. I'm not sure if they come back every year, or if you have to collect the seeds. I need to find that out. It's a great thing about the internet, right? You can just go on and it's like information overload. You can find out anything, really. Cornflowers have bloomed. This is where I dug up all the cornflowers for the front. And then of course I dug up some of these for the front too. They're starting to get their flowers on them. You know what, up front I have some of this going. I wonder if that's not spinach. See, I just threw too much up there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on up there. I know what's going on down here, back here. I probably should pull some of the bigger radishes, like this guy here, to make. Oh, look at all these bugs. Let's see, I put on my organic bug spray, but the rain just has been washing it away, so they've been feasting on everything. The cabbages, hopefully they just stay on these outer leaves and don't eat into these. Last year we had a hailstorm, and the hail, it took big chunks out of my cabbage. It ruined everything. Actually, we got money for a new roof. That's how bad it was. But it was still edible. You just cut the bad parts out of it, and I had a lot of cabbage, so. The green beans are getting really tall. Like I said, I've never done green beans before. I thought they were climbers, but apparently they're not. But Miss Love Warrior, now that the watermelon and cantaloupe have gotten bigger, come to find out they are climbers. They've got the little hairs that latch on to everything. And so yes, that trellis will be utilized. And cantaloupe get pretty heavy, so a trick for that once they start climbing is pantyhose. You can use pantyhose to support them. But see, it's got the little hairs on it, and it's latching on. See how it's latching on here? Yeah. Well, the cantaloupe is the same way. And I will show you. They're not yellow anymore, so that's a good thing. Oh my goodness, look at, they are just eating the crap out of everything. Look at that. If it ever stops, I need to make some more bug spray, but if it ever stops raining, I'll get that on and it can stay on. I might be able to have a little for us, right? The bugs aren't going hungry, that's for sure, but see, there's the little hairs that latch on. I believe the yellowness of the plant means lack of nitrogen. I'm not sure, but oh, look at my berries. They are starting to ripen up. I'm gonna eat these. I need to get out here and I'll probably just eat them as I pick them, huh? These are so good. But the birds like them. And so you have to get them before the birds get them. Mmm! Oh my goodness. Come here. You know you want to come into my tummy. Breakfast in the backyard. See that freaking mess over there? They got their house painted. And the guy who did it was definitely not professional about it. You're supposed to lay tarps down. You know. And then he just leaves that crap. It was even in my yard. And then he laid his damn equipment all on my blackberry bushes. Oh, I got this to plant too, but I don't want to finish my story. He's laying his equipment over on my blackberry bushes and broke a big branch off, and I went out there and I said, "Excuse me, that's a blackberry bush, and I actually am growing it because I want to collect the berries on it, so could you please be careful and get your equipment off?" He didn't understand me. He's like, "Yeah, okay, thank you." It's like, he didn't have a clue what I said. Anyway. So, part 2. Yeah, I am. You can wring me out. That's how wet I am. Out here trying to prop the corn up and whatnot. Well, that's the update. I believe it's been like 7 days. Probably not a whole lot of big changes, being that I haven't had really a whole lot of sun. A lot of rain. Lots of rain. But there is the saying, your corn needs to be knee-high by July. And I would say my corn is way above knee-high, even as it's wanting to lay down. Well, until next time, folks.